would like to walk you through how you can file employment tax return for individual employed by Teacher Service Commission, that is TSC, while offering necessary reliefs in, if any. So basically what you need to have your P9 form. So I already have mine here, which we shall use. But what you basically need to know, that P9 form for government employee, including TSC or civil servants, somehow look different from those offered by other sectors or other private sectors. But this is normally the normal standard which is given to civil servants. It does not contain the gross pay, but it contains the taxable pay. So you need to be somehow conversant with some information in order to be able to file this return correctly. So when you have this TSC P9 form, the best method is usually to use the Excel sheet rather than the pre-populated data, which may somehow have a very high difference with the one which is pre-populated, and you will not be able to adjust, and then you may get yourself in trouble with KRA. So with no much ado, let's get into the activity. What you're supposed to do, just ensure you have stable internet. Just head into your favorite browser, then log into iTax. So after you log into iTax, you'll be taken into this interface. Just get into iTax website, select the iTax website. So you'll be taken into this interface, just hit continue. You need to enter your KRA PIN here again, and then enter your password. But when you have entered it here, let me show you. So in this section, you need to enter your KRA PIN, then hit continue. So it will be carried forward here. You also need to enter your PIN here, and then after getting your PIN here, you need to do a simple mathematical computation. Like mine here is 100 minus 10, which is basically 90. So this is just a security stamp, then log in. So when you are taken into this interface, what you need to do, you need to select return. Just select file return. So after you select file return, you'll be asked a question here about the tax obligation. Just choose your obligation. If you are resident, choose for resident individual, then hit next. When you hit next, in my case I had filed, so let me click continue. But once we directly take you into this interface, just download the Excel sheet, which will help you to file your return. Just click above it. So immediately you click above it, it will start to be downloaded here. You can view it by just clicking this 3-dotted icon in the upper right hand side of the interface, and then come to where we have download, and you can be able to visualize the download here. Then from that, now you can minimize. I don't recommend you can open it from here, but I don't recommend opening it from here because of macro blockage, which can block you from opening the sheet. So we can basically minimize it, then get into a file explorer. After we get into a file explorer, we get to where we have download. You just need to click above the sheet, move to where you have property, then select unblock, then click apply, then click OK. After that, now you can comfortably open up the sheet, and rest assured that macros will not block you. Then you just select OK. Then now we can start filling the basic information. So our commandment is our P9 form. So you need to get back into the P9 form. You are being asked about the personal identification number, which is the KRA PIN, which is given in your P9 form here. So this is the PIN which you are required to enter in your Excel form. So let me enter mine. So it is here. It is here, as you can see. I think I cannot be able to mark it. I wanted to highlight it. So it is basically here. I'm unable to highlight it. So enter it in your Excel sheet. So which is A009 to A009 to 35086B. Then you need to enter the type of return. In your case, it will be original since you are not filing the amended. So amended version is usually used when you are filing to correct a mistake which you had previously made when filing your returns. Then you need to select the period which you are filing return for. For in my case, it's from 1st January 2024 to 31st. Let me re-enter again. So it is from 1st January 2024 to, let me moving to the next section to 31st December 2024. So let me enter to 31st December 2024. Then I need to select if I have any other sources of income. So in case you have any other sources of income which is subject to withholding tax, you can select yes and fill the information. Since if you ignore filling the information, you get some problem when trying to submit this file. So you can see like now when I click yes, other sheets have been added, like profit and loss account, a balance sheet, and stock analysis. Other sheets have been added, which are basically here, which you need to enter in case you have a withholding certificate or other sources of income, like you run another business rather than you don't depend on your employment income only. You have other sources of income, but in my case, I don't have for this case. Let me close the interface. So let us give it time to close so that we don't run into problem with this sheet. So after closing, you can notice the profit and loss account and the balance sheet which were here have been automatically been removed. So you need to read through this basic information and be truthful with what you are entering. So in my case, what I think is applying to us, or it will be applying to you as a TSC employee, is insurance policy. So in our case, the insurance policy which we have the NHIF, which is now being called SHA, and we have the Affordable Housing Levy, which we can offer relief for. So in order to offer a relief, we need to select yes. When you select yes, you can notice a tab have been added here, the L computation, or sheet L, which is the computation of insurance relief. I just click above it. Then from there, now you need to enter basic information. So in case you have any other insurance like Britam, Amref, you are supposed to enter the PIN of the insurance company. So where you get the PIN of the insurance company, you can call your underwriter or just get it from online, which is not advisable since you can get some malicious people who are just posting pins which are not correct. The best thing is just contacting your underwriters or confirm it from the papers which you applied for the insurance company. But in our case, we have for I'm filing for offering relief for NHIF, which I think most of employees or TSC employees have. So the PIN of the company of insurance of NHIF insurance company, it is P051. Let me re-enter it again. So it is P051 099 232D. So this is constant. This is the PIN of the company. So you need to enter the name of insurance company, enter it in full. The name is the National Insurance. It is National, NHIF is National Health Insurance Fund. Then you need to enter the type of the policy. So in our case, the type of the policy is NHIF. You just need to click here, then click the drop down arrow. So you need to have the insurance policy number or the membership number, of which the special membership number which you are given by the insurance company. So in my case is 527 65 21. So it is a special membership number given by insurance company which helps to identify you. And then from there, other details, you cannot input any other details. The KRA already have. So anything which you cannot enter means KRA already have the information about it. So you need to have the information about the annual premium paid to the fund or to the scheme. So in the year 2024 was a bit tricky since we had to act in operation, as you know. So we had NHIF running from 1st January 2024 to 31st September 2024. That is when the NHIF Act was in operation, but from October to December 2024, the Act was no longer in operation. Here we were operating under SHIF until now. So even if you'll be filing the tax for 2025, so you take the deduction made by SHIF from 1st January 2025 to 31st December 2025. As long as the act will be in operation, there will not be court issues. So now we need to offer the annual amount or the annual premium contributed. We will take the gross total from 1st January 2024 to 31st September 2024. So what are we supposed to do? So what we are supposed to do, you need to know the amount contributed from this month of January 2024 to September 2024. So, and to know the amount contributed, we need to know the contribution schedule, NHIF contribution schedule, which I already have the act here. Let me check the act. I already have the act in my device. So it is here. Let us open the act. So this is the NHIF act. So the schedule is here of the range of income and the amount of contribution which you need to have. Though I already have my gross amount, but I want to demonstrate to you. So you need to come here, check the range of salary in the month of January. So in my case is 37,915. Get back into the schedule. So the income rise between 35,000 and around 40,000. So it is here. Or 39,989. So it is here is 950. So the amount contributed to the scheme, to NHIF scheme in January is 950. So you can get into the month of February, get back into the schedule, check the range of the income. So it rises between 30,000 and 34,999. So it is 900. So these values, you need to gross them up, 950, 900, 950, 950, 950, until the month of September, since the act was discontinued from was stopped at 31st September 2024. That is the period when it was discontinued. Add the values, the contribution made from January to September. So when I grossed my values, the total was, I will not do it again, the total was 85. It was 85,550. So immediately you enter the value, the amount of relief needed will be entered automatically, will be calculated automatically, which is the 15% of this value which you enter here. Then the other insurance fund which we can offer relief for is another suspicious fund here, which is referred to as Affordable Housing Levy. So you need to come here and choose the type. I have a problem with this scheme, since we don't have the PIN of the insurance company which you are contributing your money to, and you don't know the name of the person collecting your money, which I think is not fair. As a contributor, you should be knowing where you are contributing your cash. So this is a question of discussion which you need to ask questions from the government where you are contributing your cash. But let us continue. Let us enter. It is Affordable Housing Levy. As you can notice, KRA already have the information which they are not disclosing to you as the contributor. So you can see the only thing which you can enter is the amount which you are claiming relief for, which you contributed to the scheme. Let us get back into the P9 form. So the Affordable Housing Levy scheme, the Housing Levy Act was in operation from month of March to, according to our age, month of March to December 2024, 1st March 2024 to December 2024. This is when the act was in operation, and this is the only months which you can be able to adjust for. From January to February 2024, you could do nothing. But now when you'll be filing the returns for 2025, the act is, up to this time I'm making this video, the act is still in operation. So if it runs till December, you adjust the value from January 2025 to 31st December 2025. But in our case, now we need to adjust the total contribution made from month of March to 31st December 2024. From 1st March 2024 to 31st December 2024. So in order to know the amount contributed to the scheme, you need to take 1.5% of this value from March to December. So 1.5 of this 37,491, 1.5 of this value, 1.5 of this value till December, from March to December. But instead of doing this work, it will be easier to take instead of calculating for each month from March to December, it will take a lot of time. So to calculate it, let me calculate it for you and demonstrate to you. Let me open my calculator from here, from this window. Let me close this one. So you need to take these taxable pay calculated here. Take this value of total taxable pay of 59,316. Then you need to deduct or to adjust the month of January and February. So remove those 2 months when the act was not in operation. So 39,115. Then adjust the month of February, reduce 33,915. Then the remainder, which is the 387,486, you need to take 1.5% of that value, which is 0.015. Then click OK. So this value is the value which you need to offer the relief for, which is 5812, 29, 5812, which is 5812.29. Then the 15% of that value will be adjusted automatically, and the amount of relief is now offered. And that is what we usually do. So this is the only part which is usually complicated. Other parts now we can do very easily. So you need now to get into sheet F and enter your employment income. So to enter your employment income, what you're supposed to do, you need to enter the PIN of the employer. So the PIN of the employer in this case is TSC. So what are you supposed to do? So you need to enter the PIN of the employer here, which is provided in your PIN form. So this will apply to any civil servants, since your PIN form resembles this one of TSC. They just copy paste and just use the same platform to generate this PIN form. So the PIN of employer is here, who is TSC, which is P051, 084N. So I need to enter it here, which is here, employer's PIN. So in some PIN form, I happen to experience a PIN form for Ministry of Interior, which had input employer's PIN as 0. So you can just get it from online, or just contact your employer or your HR to provide you with the actual PIN. Rather than these online quacks, sometimes it can lead you into trouble. So then enter the PIN of the employer, who is here, who is TSC. So we have said is P051, 098, I think 084N, I think is correct. I can confirm again from the PIN form, P051, 098, 084N. I think it's good from there. Then let me get into computation of insurance and let me get to this sheet. I noticed I have the name of the PIN of the employer have erased itself. I don't know the problem is what. Let me re-enter the PIN of the insurance company. Just remember to confirm it so that it does not disturb you when validating the sheets. So let me re-enter the PIN again of NHIF, or the of your insurance company, if you have other insurance company covering you. So it is P051, 099 232D. Then enter the name of the insurance company, which is the National Health Insurance Fund. Then now we are good. I don't think there is any other problem. So we enter the PIN of the, so we are in sheet F, where we are entering the employment income. So we enter the PIN of the employer, who was TSC. Then we need to enter the name of the employer, who is the Teachers Service Commission. Then we need to enter the gross pay. So in order to get your gross pay, let's head into P9 form. So the name of the employer, in case you are not conversant with it, is usually provided under your P9 form. So what we need to get now is our gross pay. So to calculate our gross pay, what we need, let me take my calculator back. So to get our gross pay for this year, you need to take the taxable pay, which is of $459 316. Then you need to add your arrears of 7083.95, then gross them up. So this value is the value which you need to enter as your gross pay of 466,399 or 466,399 point, I think 0.95 if I'm not wrong, but we can confirm again since the calculator is already here. Yeah, 0.95. Then you'll be asked if you have any other allowances other than car and housing. In my case is 0. So the net value of the housing in my case is also 0. Then from there I think we have nothing to enter again in the employment income sheet. Then because we computed the insurance relief, then we need to get into the pay deducted detail sheet M. So you need to enter the PIN of the employer. So in our case, it was TSC. So we just need to click the drop down arrow and re-enter it again rather than typing it again, which prone you to a lot of errors. Then you need to enter the name of the employer again. So we said the name of the employer. You can basically get it back from your PIN form at the upper section, which is the Teacher Service Commission. So we shall just enter it here, which is the Teachers Service Commission. Then you need to enter the value of the taxable salary. So the taxable salary, it is the one which is given under your PIN form here, which is the taxable pay. But in some PIN form, it will be named as the chargeable pay, which is the total, which is 459,316, 459,316. Then you need to enter the tax payable on taxable salary. So to get the value, let me get back. You need to get back into your PIN form. Then I need to have my calculator here. Then I can just reset it. You need to take the pay corrected, which is here, is the total pay auto. In most civil servant PIN form, that is how they name it, which is of 37,377.05. Then you need to add your personal relief of 28,800, the annual personal relief. Then the total is the one which you need to enter here of, I didn't confirm the total, of 66,117, 117.05. Then you need to enter the actual pay corrected, which is here, of 37,377, which is of 37,377.05. Then now the difference, I made a mistake somewhere. There must be a mistake somewhere. When entering it was, we need to take the total value of, let me come here. We need to take the total of 37,377.05 plus 28,800, which is 66,177, is 66,177, not once, is 66,177.05. I made a mistake, sorry. So now the difference between A and B, it gives us the annual personal relief of 28,800, which help us to offset the tax liability. So we need nothing to do with sheet Q. So we need to come to sheet T, where we have the tax computation now. So in this sheet T of tax computation, what you need to enter here, you need to enter your defined pension contribution in this case. So you need the defined pension contribution in this P9 form is usually provided here. This is the actual value of 30,516. So 30,516, let me enter it here, 30,516.05. Then from there, you need to come here. I don't have post-retirement medical fund, PRMF. So I need to adjust for affordable housing levy. This is what I have details for. So for affordable housing levy, let me get back into my P9 form and have my calculator with me. I can reset it. So what we need to take here in this section, we need to take 1.5% of the amount contributed to affordable housing kitty in month of December, and that is so that is the amount which we need to adjust them, and that is 1.5% of the gross income in the month of December. So in this TSC P9 form, the taxable pay, we are treating the taxable pay as the gross income. That is the point. That is what we are treating. We are treating it as our gross income. So what you need to do, so we need to take this value of 39,587. Yeah, you need to take this value of 39,587. Then, so take value of 39,587. You multiply it by 0.015, which is 1.5%. So this value is the value which you enter as the affordable housing levy fund of 593.81. So come and enter it here, 593.81. Then you need to come where we have the social health insurance fund, which is SHIF. So in order to get the actual value, which you need to adjust here in tax computation, you need to take also the December value. So let me come here, open the file again, then open my calculator from here. So what you are supposed to do again is to take 2.75% of the December value. So to get the the December value was 39,587. You need to take 0.0275 or basically 2.75% of this value. So the value is 1088.64, which is 1088.64. So from there, now you are good to go. You can come and check what is your, in case if you are having a liability or a tax refund. So I have a tax refund of 670.05. So in case you are good with that value or you don't have any other problem and you are sure you did everything how it is supposed to be adjusted, you can now validate your papers now to upload them in the portal for verification or for approval. So in these civil servant P9 forms, you can notice the data which is pre-populated in the KRA ITR is the income tax return employment, which is just pre-populated. You can notice sometimes it has a lot of discrepancies with the actual one. So sometimes they don't do the adjustments and you can land yourself into trouble. So it is advisable in most cases if you are a civil servant, just be using the Excel method to adjust where need be, but don't do it for monkey business. Just do it when it is necessary and you notice some discrepancies between the auto-populated and your P9 form. So these sheets are ready to be uploaded. Do you want to generate the upload file? Yes, I want to generate them. So in case when you generate them, what you need to be sensitive about, it is the date, is the year, date, and the time. So but be sensitive about the time. So these sheets were downloaded into my documents at 3:29. The pin of the KRA pin of the client is here, and the document is a zip file. So I'm good. I can say okay. Then I can just minimize the window so that when I get into problem I can just refer to it. Then from there now I need to get back into my iTax portal. I can come to here where I have return in case I'm filing for the first time. Then click file return. So let me come here, then click file return. So the session have expired, so I can just choose to log in again and demonstrate to you. So let me get back and choose to log in again. There is no harm. So we can continue and log in again. So it is 49.10, which is basically 59. Then let me log in. So you just, if you are filing for the first time, just come to where we have file return, then click file. Then you need to select then your tax obligation. My tax obligation is a resident. Because I had filed, that's why I'm getting this a pop-up here, but you yourself, in case you're filing for the first time, will not get it. In your case, because you'll be filing for the first time, ensure here you are filing the original forms, since when it is in amended, you cannot be able to submit it without a supportive document. So I need to select the return period, which is from 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2024. Then I need to select the file. So I just click choose the file, then come to my documents. Then I need to be curious about the time when I downloaded the sheet. Just come and search. The date is usually here and the time is here. So like in our case, it was at 329. So it is this one. Downloaded as we are at the month of June. We are at July. We are at July, date 11 2025. So I can just click above it, and then when you are done, we will just click the agree to the detail. You can leave them as a Kenyan, but I know you don't love reading as Kenyans. Then hit submit. So mine cannot submit without supportive document, but what I need, because I wanted to amend this thing, okay. What I need to do, in case you are filing, then, so this is what you do in case you are filing for the first time. It will just go through since you have not filed. But mine is because I had already filed. I was just doing the video for demonstration purposes. I want to, in case you want to file the amended return, what you can do, just come to here, you have returns, then click file amended. Then you just choose your tax obligation as a resident again. So in case you want to amend, you just select the return period, which is from 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2024. In case you want to amend, then we just choose the file as we did. Check the time, get to where you have document. Be sensitive about the time. Check the time properly. So let's check the time. Let's check the time. Okay. So yeah, it was at 329. I think they have put it at the top. It's among the documents at the top. Let me see if I can be able to see it. Yeah. If I cannot be able to see it, so it is here. So then you need to choose a supportive document where you have this is when you are doing it for the second time, or to correct an error. But you know, if we are doing it to reduce the liability, it is usually tedious and sometimes can lead you into a lot of problem. But if you are doing it to increase the liability, KRA will, because you are truthful Kenyan. So from there, you upload a supportive document, which in most cases is your P9 form, which is advisable. Just select your P9 form, and then hit submit. So it will take you some so the type of the form does not match. So the problem is that here we didn't choose. Let me show you in the basic information. Let me take it back to amended so that it can submit. Then we enter the date. Then we can validate the sheet again, and then show you how you can do it if in case you want to do an amendment, in case you realized you made an error when filing for the first time. Let me do it for now and for all to make this video fully exhaustive and cover everything in just a few minutes. You watch one video, but you have information of what you can do in case you have other problems. So as it is validating, you can remember to give the video a thumb up so that you never miss out any of our future learning content like this. In case you have any query, just feel free to contact us using the description page of this video. So the sheet are ready, so we can just choose select. So just be sensitive about the time so that you don't get confused. So the sheet were downloaded at 3:34. Let me say okay. Then let me minimize the window, then get back. So I said we head to where you have file return, then come to where we have file amended in case you are doing it to amend an error. Then choose your obligation as a resident, then click next. Then you need to come here, just select the return period is from 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2024. Then you need to choose the upload form, which is a zip file saved as a download. It was at 3, in case you remember, it was at 3:34. It is this one if I'm not wrong. Then I told you, you just need to, in order to be accepted, you need a supportive document. So I need to select mine here, supportive document. In my case, I love using the, we call it the P9 form. So, but you must ensure your document is either a PDF, a docs, a docx, an XLS, and also XLXX. Then hit submit. Let's see if it goes through. Let's see if it will go through after adjusting. Yeah, we have amended. And now we can see it from here. This is the amended form and this is the amended receipt. I'm a happy man now since I have been able to amend this thing. But in your case, in case you are filing for the first time, use the method which I've shown you. Basically, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to give the video a thumb up and also to hit the subscribe button so that you will not be missing it.